I just experienced my third ever crested gecko tail drop. That is her tail detached and wriggling around back there. This is kind of the perfect example when I've posted about my last gecko tail drop. Oh, Trill. Sorry, I know that's really freaky, but that is a reality with geckos, especially cresties. Last time I posted about this, people were in the comments, people with no experience with cresties, mind you, telling me that, you know, something terrible has to happen for them to drop their tail, that it must be something at the fault of the owner, and making it out like it's just the worst possible thing that could happen to an animal. Crested geckos are notorious for dropping their tails for literally no reason. I have zero clue why Trilogy is freaking out and decided to drop her tail just now. She is typically, since birth, has been a very chill gecko, and literally it's like early morning. I just was woken up by the sound of her bouncing around her bin, and I immediately thought, oh my god, this sounds like a gecko that dropped its tail. It's like 5 a.m. It's been dark and quiet and peaceful in my apartment. I don't know if geckos can dream, but maybe she had a bad dream. There are stories of people who sneeze and their gecko decides to drop its tail. Like, that is how easily crested geckos will drop their tail. And yes, the tail will continue to move for a long time after detaching, and I'll explain that in a minute, but I'm gonna try and take care of Trill here. Crested geckos are one of the only species of geckos that cannot regrow their tail. Let's talk about the tail movement after it detaches. So their body lets go of it, rather than it being something that's like ripped or cut off. I think there's a fungus gnat that got in there, in case you see it flying around. Their bodies are actually designed to be able to let go of their tail, and this whole process is meant to be a way to distract predators. Not only could a gecko be grabbed by the tail when being chased by a predator, so then in that way it's also useful, because if a predator grabs their tail, the gecko can let go of it and run away. But even if that's not the case, the tail hasn't been grabbed, the gecko can still choose to drop its tail, and because it continues to thrash around for a long time after being dropped, the predator is most likely to be distracted by the thrashing tail, which gives the gecko an opportunity to get away. So she's actually calmed down since I've held her. I do wonder if she was dreaming. Are you dreaming, my love? You're a frog butt for life now. I've just made up a quick hospital bin setup for her. It's similar to her normal one, but her normal one has bioactive substrate in it. I just don't want any dirt to get in that while it closes up. It's not that bad of a wound, because I think some people think it's as traumatic as losing a limb, but it's actually not. The blood vessels have actually closed up immediately upon dropping the tail. There's actually no blood for her at all.